Hey everyone, are you ready to really get into it today? We're diving deep into all the stuff about skin and getting that glow everyone's after.
Sounds fun.
We've got this article someone sent called Skin Deep, Why Topical Skincare Isn't Enough for Radiant Skin.
I
And
read that one.
yeah, so we're going to break it down, see what's what,
Cool.
and hopefully everyone listening ends up with some real takeaways about what actually works, you know?
Absolutely.
So right away, this article is saying, all those creams and serums,
Yeah.
they're kind of like if your plant's wilting and you're just misting the leaves,
Yeah, they talk about that.
not getting to the root of the problem.
Exactly. You got to nourish from the inside out.
It makes you think,
It does.
I've spent so much time trying to find the perfect moisturizer.
Oh, I know the feeling.
But what if it's all about the soil my skin's growing in?
That's a great way to put it.
What if I've been neglecting that whole internal side of things?
That's exactly the shift this article is pushing for. It's seeing your skin as an organ, not just this surface you got to cover up.
So it's connected to everything else going on aside.
Big time.
Wow. Okay, so then there's this whole thing about the gut
Uh-huh.
and how that's linked to your skin. Is that legit or is that just hype?
No, there's real science behind it. Like all the bacteria in your gut,
Right.
it can actually affect your skin.
What?
Yeah, inflammation. How hydrated your skin is, even your immune system.
No way. So all that junk food I eat,
Me?
it's not just showing up on my waistline.
Potentially.
Yeah.
The article even mentions a study
Okay.
where they found this link between certain bacteria being out of whack and people having more acne.
Like which bacteria?
Well, they specifically talked about bifidobacterium.
Okay.
Makes you think twice, right?
Definitely does. All right, so we've got the gut. Now, what about food in general?
Yeah.
Obviously, fruits and veggies are good for you.
Sure.
But how's that actually making my skin better?
Your skin needs certain nutrients to really function.
Okay.
So like vitamins A, C, and E, those are key for producing collagen.
And collagen is what keeps things firm, right?
Exactly. Keeps you looking youthful.
Okay, got it.
And then there's zinc.
Okay.
That's a powerhouse for repair and protecting against damage.
So it's better to eat those nutrients than just put them on my face in a serum.
Well, think about it. Topical stuff can only go so deep.
Right.
Might give you a little boost, but it can't fully replace getting those nutrients from the inside.
Like building your skin up from the ground up.
Exactly.
Huh. The article actually mentioned a study where people who ate more vitamin C rich foods, their skin was more elastic afterwards.
There you go.
I guess I never really thought about it that way.
It's a whole different perspective, isn't it?
It is. Okay, so we've covered gut health and nutrition.
Right.
Now what about hormones?
Hormones. Always a fun topic.
Right.
But yeah, they actually play a huge role in how your skin looks,
Oh, I believe that.
especially for women.
Tell me about it.
So acne, uneven skin tone, even wrinkles, a lot of it can be traced back to hormones being out of balance.
So what does that even mean? What is a hormonal imbalance exactly?
Well, it's not just that they're out of whack. It
Right.
can be too much or too little of certain hormones.
Like which ones?
Estrogen, progesterone, testosterone.
Those are the big ones.
And all sorts of things can throw them off.
Oh, real.
Stress, certain meds, even conditions like PCOS
Oh, wow.
or thyroid problems.
So it's like my skin's trying to tell me something's up.
Exactly. Instead of just masking it with a cream,
Right.
you got to figure out what's causing the imbalance in the first place.
This is making so much more sense now.
Glad to hear it.
Okay, so if hormones are that important,
Yeah.
are all those fancy anti-aging creams just a scam?
Well, they can help with how your skin looks on the surface,
Hmm.
but they can't really reverse aging or fix hormonal issues.
Like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg?
Exactly.
Hmm.
Topical products have their place,
Okay.
but they're just one piece of the puzzle.
So it's not about ditching my skincare routine altogether.
Not necessarily.
More about understanding what it can and can't do.
Right. And realizing that real lasting radiance starts from within.
Gotcha. Okay, so we've got this whole internal skincare thing happening.
We do.
We've talked about nutrition, gut health, hormones.
Uh-huh.
But what about stress? Doesn't that mess with your skin too?
Absolutely. Stress releases cortisol,
Cortisol, the stress hormone.
and that can lead to inflammation breakouts,
Oh, no.
even faster aging.
Really?
The article mentioned a study where people who did mindfulness stuff,
Okay.
like meditation,
Yeah.
they actually had less skin inflammation and a stronger skin barrier.
Wow, so chilling out is good for my skin.
It can be.
Yeah.
It's all about a holistic approach,
Makes sense. Taking care of your whole self.
mind, body, and skin.
Okay, this has been so eye-opening.
Good. I'm glad.
But before we go any further,
yeah.
I gotta ask about supplements.
Yes.
Supplements.
They're everywhere these days.
Yeah.
Everyone's promising glowing skin.
It's a big business.
So what's the truth? do they actually work? It's complicated. They can be helpful,
Okay.
but you got to be careful. There's a lot of hype out there.
So how do you know which ones are worth it?
Well, we can talk about some specific ones in a bit.
Okay, good.
But the main thing to remember is they should be in addition to a healthy lifestyle,
Got it.
not a replacement for it.
So no magic pill for perfect skin.
Afraid not?
Darn.
Ah,
All right, so we're talking about a multifaceted approach.
we are.
Nutrition, gut health hormones, stress management, and maybe even supplements.
Potentially.
Is there anything else we need to consider?
Well, we can't forget about topical skincare products altogether.
Oh, right. So we're coming back around to that.
Yeah, they still have a role to play.
Even with all this internal stuff.
Exactly. It's about finding the right balance
Okay.
and understanding how those internal and external approaches can work together.
So it's like teamwork.
You could say that.
I like it. This is getting really interesting.
It is a fascinating topic.
We've covered so much already. But I'm excited to hear more about that synergy between internal and external skincare.
Yeah, we'll dive into that more in the next part of our deep dive.
Awesome. Well, everyone stay tuned for part 2, or we'll get into all that and more.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, so we're back, and we were just getting into supplements.
Yeah, lots to talk about there.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
are they really worth it, or is it all hype?
Well, the article does mention there's a lot of marketing around them,
I bet.
but some supplements actually do have research to back them up.
Okay, so which ones are worth looking into?
Let's start with collagen peptides.
Collagen peptides.
You've probably heard of them.
Yeah, they're popular.
They're basically broken down collagen, the protein that gives your skin that structure.
Oh, yeah, like keeps it from getting saggy.
Exactly. It gives it that bounce and elasticity.
Okay, got it.
And there was this study the article talked about where people took collagen peptides for a couple of months,
Uh-huh.
and their skin actually was more elastic and hydrated.
So it actually worked.
It seemed to. And it even helped with wrinkles.
No way I'm going to have to try that.
Worth a shot.
What about vitamin D?
Vitamin D. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I know it's important for like your bones and stuff.
Right, but it's also really important for your skin.
What does it do?
Well, it helps your skin cells grow and repair themselves,
Okay.
and it also protects you from the sun's rays.
Wait, really? Like sunscreen?
Kinda. It's more like internal sunscreen.
That's so cool.
So if you're not getting enough vitamin D,
Hmm.
it could actually be contributing to some skin problems.
Interesting. Like what kind of problems?
Well, the article mentioned eczema and psoriasis.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay, good to know. And then there's zinc, right?
Zinc.
Yeah.
That's another big one for skin.
We talked about how it's in a lot of foods.
Right. But some people might benefit from a supplement too.
Like if they're not getting enough from their diet.
Exactly. Zinc is a powerful antioxidant,
Mhm.
so it protects your skin cells from damage.
Oh.
It's also really important for healing.
So if you have a cut or something.
Yeah, it helps it heal faster.
Oh.
Plus, it can help with oil production.
Oh, that's good for acne.
Exactly. So if breakouts are a problem for you,
Right?
zinc could be something to consider.
Okay, I'm writing all this down. What about omega-3s?
Omega-3 fatty acids, those are essential for your skin too.
Really? I thought those were more for your brain.
They are good for your brain, but they help your skin too.
How so?
They keep your cell membranes healthy.
Cell membranes.
Yeah, including the ones in your skin.
Oh, okay.
So they help keep your skin hydrated and strong.
Interesting.
And they can reduce inflammation and redness.
That makes sense. Like if your skin is irritated?
Exactly. Some studies even show they can help with eczema and acne.
Wow. Omega-3s are like superheroes.
They kind of are. Good for your whole body.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground with supplements.
We have.
It's all pretty fascinating.
It is. And it really highlights this whole idea that skincare is more than just skin deep.
Right, it's about your overall health.
The article even talks about how the beauty industry kind of pushes this idea of quick fixes.
Oh, yeah, like miracle creams and stuff.
Exactly. When in reality, real skin health takes a much deeper approach.
So true. We're bombarded with all those ads.
Promising perfect skin overnight?
But it's not that simple, is it?
Not really. Lasting results come from both internal and external care.
That synergy we talked about.
Exactly. What you put in your body and what you put on it have to work together.
Okay, so let's talk more about the external stuff.
Sure.
Now that we have a better understanding of the internal stuff.
So what are we looking for in topical products?
Yeah, what ingredients actually make a difference?
Well, antioxidants are always a good bet.
Those fight free radicals, right?
They do. They protect your skin from environmental damage.
Gotcha.
And then there's hyaluronic acid.
That's for hydration, I think.
Yeah, it's a humectant.
What?
A humectant. It attracts and holds moisture.
Oh, okay, so it keeps your skin plump and dewy.
Exactly. And then you have ceramides.
Ceramide.
They help strengthen your skin barrier.
Like a shield.
Kind of. They prevent moisture loss.
Okay, so are there ingredients we should avoid?
Definitely stay away from harsh chemicals, fragrances, and alcohols.
Okay.
They can strip your skin of its natural oils and mess up its pH balance.
That doesn't sound good.
It's not. And they can even make certain conditions worse.
So it's important to read labels carefully.
Always. Do your research and find what works for you.
Because everyone's skin is different.
Exactly.
This has been so eye-opening.
I'm glad you're finding it helpful.
It's like I'm seeing skincare in a whole new light.
That's great. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge.
And taking control of your own skin health.
Exactly. But I know it can feel overwhelming too.
It does a little.
There's so much information out there.
Where do you even start?
Well, you don't have to do everything at once.
Okay, good.
Start small, make gradual changes.
Like baby steps.
Exactly.
Okay.
Focus on building healthy habits that you can stick with.
Okay, that feels more manageable.
Good. We'll talk more about how to do that in the next part of our deep dive.
Perfect. Well, everyone, stay tuned for part 3, where we'll wrap up with some actionable advice.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we've learned so much about skin.
Yeah, we really went deep.
From the inside out.
Exactly.
It's clear that glowing skin isn't just about what you put on it.
It's a whole body thing.
But now I'm like, okay, I get it. But how do I actually put all this into practice?
I know it can feel a little overwhelming.
It does. Like, where do I even begin?
Well, the good news is you don't have to change everything overnight.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Small changes can make a big difference.
So baby steps are the way to go.
Exactly. Start with something manageable and build from there.
Like what? Give me an example.
How about adding one more serving of fruits or veggies to your day?
Okay, that seems doable.
Right. Instead
Yeah.
of chips with lunch, have some carrots and hummus.
Or like a piece of fruit for dessert.
Perfect.
Mm.
And those antioxidants will be great for your skin.
Awesome. Okay, so we're eating more produce. What about gut health?
Ah, yes, the gut.
Any easy ways to keep those good bacteria happy?
Well, we talked about fermented foods.
Right, like kimchi and sauerkraut.
Those are great. But even something like yogurt can help.
Oh, good, because I love yogurt.
Even a small serving with live cultures can make a difference.
Okay, perfect. So fermented foods, check.
Check.
What about stress? We know that's bad for skin.
It is. Cortisol is no good for your complexion.
But finding time to relax is hard.
I hear you. But even a few minutes of deep breathing can help.
Really?
The article talked about this technique called box breathing.
Box breathing.
You inhale for a count of 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold again for 4.
I'm going to try that. Sounds simple enough.
It is,
Mm.
and it can really calm your nervous system.
All right, so we've got nutrition, gut health, and stress management covered.
Mm-hmm.
What about supplements? Any last tips?
Always talk to your doctor before starting any new supplements.
Good point.
They can assess your individual needs and make sure it's safe.
Okay, will do. This whole deep dive has been amazing.
Yeah. It has been a lot of information.
I feel like I have a completely new understanding of skincare now.
That's fantastic to hear.
It's not just about covering up problems. It's about taking care of yourself from the inside out.
Exactly. And you have the power to do that.
So empowering.
It is. So before we go,
Yeah.
I want you to think about one small change you can make today
Okay.
to nourish your skin from within.
I love that. What's one thing I can do right now to start making a difference?
It could be anything. Drinking more water, choosing a healthy snack.
Going for a walk to de-stress.
Exactly. Every little bit counts.
This has been such an incredible conversation.
It has. Thanks for having me.
It's been my pleasure. And to everyone listening,
Yes.
remember, real radiance comes from within.
Absolutely.
So take care of yourselves and keep shining.
Bye, everyone.